Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. So, after the successful illustration of the classes, and now we are in a position to implement the classes multiple places, like in the report or in so we have taken as an example for the text calculation, text computation using the classes. So the text comes in two different places. One is on the purchase order form, the other is on the sale order form. So, and the both forms use a common place, that is the form view. And uh, as far as the creation of new sale order or new purchase order, that is working fine, right? But when we edit it, so uh, edit means when we try to access the existing already created purchase order or sale order, so it is supposed to pick the data from the PO header and PO detail and SO header and SO detail, right? So, so there has to have some provisions already so that the historical data has got the text computation as well. So, so for this, we have to add a new column. Two new columns like text code and the tax, right? In the purchase order detail and in the SO detail as well, the tax code and the tax. Yeah, and this is what we have the for the sale, right? For the sale SO detail. Uh, I remember this is the wrong information because it is picking column number 25, which is mm, probably has to be corrected. Anyway, so we have to have the two columns, one for tax code, the other is tax amount, right? So tax amount is actually multiplied by the quantity, right? So that the complete, uh, the total amount comes, right? If the quantity is 100, so the tax amount is 189, right? Otherwise, if you remove this, so this is the for one pack, the tax on the one pack, say, yeah, sale, right? So undo it, right? Okay, the similar is in the PO detail, and PO detail we have the tax code and tax. Since X is no tax, means a tax exempted item, so zero will appear. Otherwise, if there is a tax code, the system has already created the text. How it has created, we have already shown you in our previous video to how to implement these thing using a module. We have, let me show you in the module, we VBA, and in the module 17, I remember we have done this, my taxation, and for the sale per price, we use this for, whereas for the unit price, means the purchase order, we use the sixth column, that is F, okay, in the product. Okay, so we run it so that all the historical data right from the beginning until the end, it is updated, and all the next addition of the purchase order or sale order will be carried on, right? So, so we will have no issue in the, currently we have the issue. If you run the purchase order, if you run the purchase order and you try to create a new purchase order, for example, this, okay, now when you select an item and you enter, say, 100 quantity here. So the column, the text is computed. Hmm? But on updation, it will be placed. So we have to do the updation later on. Okay. So for the new purchase order, the right thing is coming in the right column. That's good. But the issue is that when we go to an existing purchase order, so here comes the because we did not have the historical data, and we did not have the text column. It has, so it is assuming that this is the remarks column. That's not. So we have to shift the placement of this into here and bring the text right from the table, right? So this is the thing which we have to do, but we have to start with the products. In the product sheet, we have we have to add these columns, and adding a column means you are changing the structure. The structural changes need validation so that your system does not get a problem of consistency, right? So you have to register these columns in the validate, and which we have explained you multiple times in our previous videos. Okay, so we have validated it. Now there is no issue. Okay, first thing is that may register these new columns which you want to add, and then we look up all these information, right? And sorry, this is the product sheet. So you don't have to VLOOKUP, but you have to run the macro, which runs this text in calculation is on the basis of purchase price, right? That is the standard price. If you go here, this is the standard cost. It is created on the, so the text, say 17.5% is created, is calculated by the module macro, right? And it has replaced it. At the same time, it has taken the text out percentage as well. So we run this macro again, and we created it on the basis of $18 because we buy these things on $13, $13.5, and we sell it on $18. So the tax out will be much higher. It has to be higher than the tax in. That's it. This is for purchase order. This is for sale order. Okay. So the SO detail. In the SO detail, we are going to look up this information and calculate it, right? So let's, which it is doing, but it is taking 25th column. It has to be a different, right? It is looking up this and it is looking up and getting the things from the 25th column in the product flow. So let's see, if you start from here, you are looking up this. So this is column number 27, not 25th. 25th was the purchase price, okay? So all we need to do is adjust that formula, and for the SO detail, yeah, and we will make it 27. 27, so that it is calculated correctly. So instead of AB, it is going to be CAD. Okay. Sorry. This is going to be AD. Okay. So for 100 pieces, it is being calculated $252. That's okay. Now we copy it down. That's right. So this is for 10 pieces with a C, it is $57, right? So this is created on the basis of the sale price. Now, what we do, we remove this lookup formula so that the historical data should be frozen. It should not keep on refreshing itself on the basis of the current text, right? So what we do, we paste value in it so that it loses the formula, okay? So don't worry about that. That's right, okay? And also you got to, because the text code may also change. Sometimes a new text code is implemented. So you have to do the same here. You have to press Control C. I'm sorry, this is Control C, and then you are going to paste it, paste value. Paste value, right? This is the paste value. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is paste value, and this is also pasted correctly. I hope. Yeah. Okay. So the SO part is also done, and PO details part is also done, and make sure that the formula are now converted into the values. Yeah. So yeah, just to ascertain that this should be 17.5%, let's say, equal to this divided by, sorry, divided by, sorry, yeah, divided by the sum of, I mean, the quantity is, here, this, multiplied by the unit cost, okay, and we close the bracket. We start bracket here, and we close the bracket here. Okay. So this gives you 17.5%, right? So if you want to see it, this is how it is going to, yeah, 17.5%. Okay. So this is verified. It is correctly working, making sure that the historical data in the database is having no problems, no inconsistency, and so that now we can move the data back to the form, user form, and we have to work on both the forms of purchase order entry, where we will make sure that in the when you go for edit, for example, 14 number purchase order, so this should now provide the tax details, tax calculation right from the sheet, not by taking the current tax away, but historical data should be here, and it should appear here, right? Picking it from the record from the transactions which have already been processed. Okay, so this we will do in our next video, and we will try to do in both the things, the purchase order as well as the sale order, fixing so that the text figures is rightly reflected on the user form. If you go to 80, for example, sale order, Now, since you have incorporated the text column now, so we have to move this here and bring the text computation right from the sheet, the SO detail sheet, right? Okay, so we will do it in our next video. Thank you very much.